dive in.
Want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from the doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing. Okay.
I want to keep the baby.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids. You know?
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Nothing. Well, why did I do anything to you?
Nothing?
Why did I do anything to you?
No, I know. So like, how are you gonna deal with this? By saying I don't want a baby? That's all?
I mean, I could go to the doctor, I guess.
To the doctor. So you want abortion?
I mean, yeah. Why do you want a kid now?
And why do you make me pregnant now? I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from the doctor and then you're good.
No, it's not done, Hakeem. You ended it? It's not done.
Hold on.
In my religion, we don't kill.
Yeah, it's replaying. Hold on. Let me
You're
see.
not killing.
You got a fire for it.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
I want to keep the baby.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. I can
That's
dive
it.
in because I kind of signed the whole thing anyway. So pretty much, I did it really quickly. So she posted this on her IG page. Her IG page apparently got taken down. So I think Fresh and Fit is a big podcast. So they got huge followers. So I think they went over there, strike her channel, and there's some tech guys. You know how it goes, and her channel is completely gone. You're not gonna find it. So she created another channel. I was trying to look for it because on her channel she actually went live and she explained the whole situation, how Fresh also got allegedly 4 other women pregnant. 4 other women I can't. She's not the only one. It's 4 other women pregnant. So she was telling him in the long version of the clip, she was pretty much telling him like how I'm letting you know you may have to deal with a lot of child support. I hope you got money for that. So a lot of Fresh and Fit fans are implying that she's pretty much a gold digger. She's just trying to use Fresh for his money. Because remember, you on that side of Fresh and Fit, you're dealing with a lot of incel man that's really against women, and of course certain type of women, especially when a girl like her who is very, I'm not gonna lie, she's very pretty. She's not ugly at all, and she's a fitness trainer as well. So you got guys that's coming in on her hard, even the guys in her comment, because shout out to Steve the Dean, he actually put her whole pretty much her whole comment for IG Live, and the guys in the comment like, hey, they calling her a whore, they calling her a B. That was the type of fans they got over there. I'm telling you, like, if you attack one of them, Myra and Fresh, better believe them people in the comments gonna go in hard because they really rock with Fresh and Fit. I thought it was a joke. No, they really rock with Fresh and Fit. So Hakeem, your thoughts on Fresh and Fit, and see how not Fresh and Fit, I'm not gonna say Fresh because Fit don't have nothing to do with it. But your thoughts on Fresh getting into this type of situation. Go right ahead.
I knew this was going to happen. He's a sucker that got money and didn't know what to do. He had been a big dick deviant before he got money. When guys
Nope.
listen. Just because it wasn't shown doesn't mean that wasn't in him. Here's the thing. Rich men have restraint and decorum about them. They're not slanging raw D. This is a black thing. I'm sorry to put it like that. And I'm saying it from an entertainment point. I'm not saying other races don't do that. I just want to look at it from from a point of view. If you out here slanging raw D and you already done hit 4 chicks, he's not carrying of herpes, diseases, or anything. He has money. He's impenetrable. But there's consequences to your action. Him and Myron did the same thing a couple years ago. He begged somebody to do this. These guys like the sushi. I read the transcripts of when she was having a text conversation. She told him, we've been messing around for over a month. You've been shooting the club up every time. I didn't stop you. He said, oh, you got pregnant, but listen, Fresh allowed this girl to meet his mama. She met his whole family in Barbados. Why would you do that to it with an Instagram model?
But
Unless you
quick question, because you say you blame Fresh for this situation, but at the same time, you gotta blame her as well because you're allowing him to go on you straight up raw. You get what I'm saying?
here's the
To
thing.
do it because she could just easily say no, put up a rubber. So you can't just say it's all on Fresh. I can't go with that. I'm sorry.
Listen. Most women are gonna be subjected to men of power. She was led to believe that he was in love. I agree with y'all boys' opinion. Shout out to South Africa in the building.
Yeah, thank you for
Durban,
coming 2 days. 2 days
Johannesburg,
two
Cape
days in a
Town.
row. 2 days in a row, baby. Yeah, go ahead.
No. Nobody said it was her fault. I'm looking at it from the man point of view. He's the one with the sack. Listen, I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm not slanging raw D. Only make sure to keep the money. That's a rapper move for Fresh did. Fresh was a cornball before he got money. He wasn't out here like us. He just started to get fame. Them girls liked him for the money. So you see what I'm saying? She met his mom. She went to Barbados. She met the whole family. So she was led to. I don't think she was gonna let somebody like that hit raw if you had met his mama. Am I wrong, fam? Do you think fam? She met his mama.
So no, I don't mean to go in that hard, but I'm just saying like, remember you dealing with two mature adults here. She knew at the end of the day, if he going in there rawed up, like raw dogging, someone's going to end up pregnant. It's just a common fact. And she knew in her culture they don't play about deletion. They do not. Like you already know, the Asians and the Chinese, they do not play when it comes to the simple fact of for women getting pregnant. So if the women getting pregnant, say, hey, it's your responsibility. You gotta take care of it. That's why she was so strong on animated with him. Like, hey, I'm not doing no deletion because in my culture, I always say you gotta be careful with what type of woman you deal with because remember, culturally, they think differently. They think differently. Differently. They don't think like regular American women do. Yeah, they could be here in the United States, but their mind is pretty much on their culture, and they, especially the Chinese, they're all about culture. Now, will she get disowned? That's the only thing I don't know because remember, certain
Nine out
cultures
of
they be
10.
like they don't like you dating outside your race. Go ahead, I can.
You're 100% right. She is gonna get disowned. She's gonna get disowned for dating out of race. She's gonna get disowned for having a kid out of wedlock. The Chinese do
Yes.
not play.
They do not play it. I'm saying they don't play. They don't play with that. They don't.
I don't know if she's a Buddhist or something. So I want to answer Ryan's question.
Go ahead.
Ryan, why do I call him a cornball? Not because of the way he act, not because of the way he look, Ryan, because of his rhetoric, the things that come out his mouth. I could tell he's been a cornball. You feel me? Some of the things he's spewing does not translate in real life. The red pill things that they're saying does not compute in real life, Ryan. Most people are getting married. They're having kids. They're not teaching young men to try to slay hundreds of women and doing this and that. They're teaching men to be insensitive, lack of feelings, and incels at the end of the day.
And not only that, but one thing about them, they very hypocritical. I give them that because at the same time, they tell guys go against these type of women, the IG models, the Instagram, the corn stars, all the women that they consider to be tens and eight, and they always end up with them, and they always get them pregnant. That's why I say Myron too, like them two. I be like, bro, y'all very hypocritical, but they're fans. Bro, they think they like walking saints on earth. Like literally, them two are the most hypocritical guys literally in the space. But at the same time, the guys they feed into it. They love it. Shout out to LA Project, man. It's in the building. Shout out to her, man. Great
Shout out
team.
to LA Party.
Yeah. So Hakeem, I'm not gonna lie. Fresh is in a big. He's in some serious trouble.
And look, let me ask Ryan the question then. Ryan, he's Caribbean. He is from Barbados. They're not too far culturally from Hispanics. The mother would frown on him for him having unprotected sex with 5 women, Ryan.
No,
Listen to me.
but he say he always wanted kids though. He made that clear.
But not like
Fred
that,
said it.
bro. His
He
mother,
said that all the time.
his mother is married, been married for 30 years. You tell me you go against what you've been taught?
Yep, people do it all the time. I came. That ain't nothing new. People do that all the time.
Then you're not qualified to come talk to us. You're not qualified to give information. We can't hold you at this. But this is the problem within our community. We allow these guys to be the leaders, the kings, and the kingmakers. Mr. She said, I have noticed that a lot of non-Western women, no offense, think that getting pregnant is like getting a free paycheck.
Yeah, and she also made it clear on another clip. She said, "Hey, I don't want his money. I got my own money." She made that clear. She was like, "No, I'm not gonna delete the baby because the simple fact is, and my culture." She kept saying that on culture they don't do that. If someone gets pregnant, it's their responsibility to take care of the child, whether they broke or not. But the good thing about Fresh, he has money. He's in a stable place because his podcast does numbers. Now that they get it, they making money. Even though they don't have YouTube no more, they still got that Rumble check. They still got all the deals. They doing their thing, so they're gonna be okay. But the thing is just like Fresh is always being irresponsible, and I think it's hurting him, and also it's hurting the brand because Fresh and Fit goes against those type of principles. Go ahead, I can.
All right, Ryan. Thank you for tuning in with now.
Yeah,
look at this.
thank you for tuning in. Go ahead.
Lady LA Project. He want her to do that because it makes him look credibility as a man coach, LA Project. Because they're preaching men to slay women but don't have babies. But they're doing the opposite. These guys are going raw dog. Everything they're touching is raw dog. Allegedly. This is what is on there. Most men with power and money, and I'm going to only speak about my community. I don't know about anything. He says, going wrong these days with multiple shows no restraint as Fresh has shown. 100%. Our society praises money in this. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about this. If our society would teach our women not to value money and power, but value it in certain aspects, but not to the point when it dictates love, we would not be seeing her doing these type of things. She comes from China. That is a very patriarchal country. Why has she fell into westernized ways of doing things?
She's in Miami. Well, Miami is totally different. You got a fast life, fast women, fast money. That's what it is. You know the culture of Miami?
No,
Women come in Miami all
100%.
the time, and then there's women that come from Miami that used to live in the country. So when they hit Miami soil, their whole mindset changes because they see the culture of Miami is totally different. You gotta have a nice body. You gotta look good. You gotta dress good. You gotta have a nice car. You gotta have a certain top game. Pretty much the image of Fresh. That was the image of Fresh. That's literally the Miami culture. It's that culture. Big chain, big dollars.
Yeah, Maseratis.
You can't tell me what to do. Pretty much that's what he's saying. Fresh like, hey, you can't tell me what to do. He's out there. I'm telling you right now. I don't want that kid. I'm not gonna do no harm to you, but I'm just letting you know for the record. But I know she said she's keeping the kid, so there's nothing really he can do. What are you gonna do? You can't do anything. You just gotta deal with the consequences. But I think that Hakeem, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gonna hurt their brand. They still gonna be okay. But I still think it's gonna hurt their brand because they gotta shape it up. They can't remember they're the king of red pill.
But this is not the first time they had this accusation. Myron had a situation like
That's
that
why I
too.
say, yeah, last year. Yeah, correct.
They're giving advice, but they're acting like rappers. It says Western culture is everywhere. Whatever country was colonized will immediately be Western, especially if a nigga gives her a chance. Cali,
Think about it, Hakeem. She come from an area. China, it's not that many wealthy people in China. It's like a really, really, just like United States, a very small percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So she come over here, you see a guy with a Maserati that's paid for. You know what I'm saying? Nice house, have a huge podcast where he can say anything. Their super chat run go over to 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna be like, damn, this man is something. Now that he got you mean, I would say he manipulated her in a certain way because you had her meeting his mom and flying her over there, and within a month. So I don't know what type of game he's on, but I wouldn't play that guy. I would have just told her straight up like what we on.
Now, this is what I did blame her for.
Go ahead.
There was a part on the text messages where he did tell her that they're not monogamous and that he was sleeping with other people. And she didn't know that. And she still was sleeping with him unprotectedly. That's where she was wrong at.
She said she loved him within a
Love,
month. I don't know
you
how
see,
that's possible.
she listen. This is why women set the standards of stuff. If you didn't put so much value in money, because let me tell you something. If Fresh was broke, you think he would have got that far with something like that?
That's what I'm telling you. No.
You did. So she was able to accept the bullshit that he had laid out for her. Hey, we're not together. I'm gonna pay for this apartment here in Brooklyn for you. I'm still gonna sleep with you unprotectedly, and I'm gonna sleep with 4 other people. No problem, babe. I love you. I just want you to be happy. I'm so glad that my wife come from an African family. Very strict rules, but absolutely loving person. Even 10 years. Congratulations to you, man. A lot of it is with culture.
It is with culture. But I'm gonna be honest, every city culture is different. Like Atlanta's culture is different from Miami culture. Atlanta culture is different from New York culture. Like every culture is different. They're not the same. Because one time I was in New York and I saw how they do things in New York. And I've been to LA. I went to LA, totally different. Like I'm saying, even though we in the United States is still westernized, their culture is still different. The women act differently. It don't all women over there don't act the same.
Yes, you're 100%. But
And I
some of
think you
the
will see that when you go to LA. You will see that. Like when you're in LA,
Mhm.
you're gonna be like, it's totally different. You be like, really, this LA? They'll be like, yeah. That was I don't know how they make LA like the way LA is. I think Miami is way worse.
But listen here, the same bullshit still applies. If you got money, you can still objectify and put a woman under submission because most women are taught to respect power and money and not personality and not personality.
Yeah, but go right ahead because I know you read the comments. Go ahead.
Yeah, it didn't sound like she knew he was sleeping with other people unprotected. He said he had to get the other women's tested. Yeah. No, but no. She didn't know he was sleeping unprotected, LA Project, but she did know that he was dealing with other women. They know they wasn't in a monogamous relationship. I know that for a fact.
And now that she also stated that because he told her he also had like other women pregnant as well, so she knew.
Yeah. So this is a common thread. Raw Dizzy.
So do you
Sushi.
think? Yo, Ashton is here.
Ashton Weems. My other brother.
Head of the Shiesty Avenger, the leader. Even though yesterday he was going really shiesty yesterday. I was laughing, boy. That be having me rolling, boy. But so Hakeem, um, do you think she's really a victim here?
No, she's not a victim. She's a victim of her own ignorance. She's a victim for accepting westernized colonial. She should have stuck with her good Chinese culture. The Chinese got a beautiful culture. They go back thousands of years. Marriages for marriages and marriages and marriages. The daddies don't play. The Nigerians don't play. You told me you so loving of money, you let a deviant get you pregnant?
You got a question.
He said, question, would you opinion to be the same if it were a famous female that got pregnant from a random dude? 100%. We flamed them too, Ryan.
Good question.
We flamed them too. Ryan, listen here. You're new to the show, but I don't know if you know about the Drea Michelle case. she got pregnant with a 21-year-old basketball player. That was predatory. Mind you, her son is 21 and she has a baby. She was pregnant from a 21-year-old. That's predatory.
But this one right here is not predatory though.
No, it's
Let's
not
keep that for
predatory.
the record. This
It's not
predatory
predatory.
because they're in the
Listen,
same age range. I think Fresh was what, like 30. She was like what, 27,
27.
26.
Listen, both of them are wrong in ignorance. Fresh was ignorant enough to think that he had enough money for him to be reckless, and the woman was ignorant to thinking that to trust somebody and to value his word when he did anything, because she was impressed by the money, not his character, not his personality. She said, hey, he can take care of me. He's a multi-millionaire podcast man. A lot of women get caught up in this thing when you could be with a regular person. This is why I respect women who say all that glitter is not gold.
What the LA Project said, she said he did a lot of. He did. I'm telling you. He like had her allowed to meet the mom. He manipulated her. That's what I say. He did.
He did manipulate, but here's the thing, LA Project, you're a pretty girl too. You know all that shit don't mean nothing if the money ain't behind it. Come on, baby. You from LA. You know money talks where you come. Rio de Janeiro, Rodeo Drive. Everybody's nice. Everybody wants you to meet their mama. You're going to look at, man, if I get pregnant, can he pay all the bills? Could he?
Ryan said he's not familiar with the show. Yeah, Fresh and Fit, he said he's not familiar with this show. But
yeah. We here 3 days out the week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yes.
At 6 o'clock.
Yeah, Ryan, we out here. And I would say, and then normally on Wednesday we allow people to come on the panel and then dive into the topic. And sometimes we allow them to come on Friday as well. It depends on the situation. It depends on how Hakeem is hot enough, and he just dropped the link. He said, "Hey, y'all want to debate me?" But as of right now, he's not in the debating mood, because at the same time, there's right here. I think everybody can kind of agree with you, Hakeem, on the aspect of how Fresh is out of line. Now, I was trying to be very careful because I don't want his fans coming over here trying to attack us. Because then, you know me, I'm gonna go to Fight Club type lifestyle. I'm gonna start drilling. You get me? Because I'm like, hey, you need to do research on Fresh and Fit. But shout out to them. They still continue to have success matter of the BS. But I think Fresh got a lot of cleaning up to do, and I think he got to be more careful and knowing like, hey, you know, I need to calm myself down. But I think right now he's excited because remember Hakeem, I understand they got the fame, they got the money, and they got the women.
But
I
look
can't
at
handle
this.
them for that. Go ahead.
We call those people nouveau rich. A lot of nouveau rich. LA Project just mentioned this. These young guys are not seasoned, but sweetheart, in the black community, when has anybody who became rich has a seasoned OG by them? Every person who's been rich in the last 30 years that somewhat been black, not all of them, has done nefarious things and things that show them to be very irresponsible. Thank you, man. Hey, link is in the description.
Yeah, the merch link is in the description. As you can see, the hats. Of course, I know we do at the end of the show, but you see, we got beanies. We got a lot of stuff here. The merch over here is crazy. Like, I'm merched out, and I'm gonna continue to get more merch. And Hakeem is trying to stop me. I'm saying no. I need this hat. The hat I got on, I need it in different colors. Like I like the dress. You know, Hakeem's a fit. I'm the fresh.
Yeah.
I'm a deck out. You know, and don't let Hakeem get a Chaos Culture Radio chain. Trust me, I'm gonna rock out. You know
when we make some money, we're gonna do it. He said,
he said make some money, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. We'll get a chain. He said, and listen, Ryan, Wednesday we have live panel. You can come on here live and join the conversation with us. He said he didn't listen, he didn't care. No. Sweetheart, one quick thing is so we can move on. If a man is not with these kids at their formidable years. By the time they hit 18, it's too late to save them. They're not going to listen to anybody, especially a kid who's making a million plus, 3-4 million plus, and he's 18, 19. Well, I'm going to listen to an old geezer like me. I had real soldiers, so I'm seasoned. I come from under a branch of old men. Mr. Johnson, old man Willie. Like, these are the guys who kind of like molded me in the way to be like, this is why I'm 40-something with no kids. That's due to the,
You just called me LA.
LA, yeah.
No, but Hakeem, you're right. But let's say for the record, before when Fresh and Fit had YouTube, Hakeem they making like 60 to 80K a month.
They was. Listen, they was killing it. And they was killing it. And then they became even more of a, the deviant in them came out. Why other people who blew up on YouTube ain't deviants?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, KS, God rest his soul, he went crazy too.
He did
went
crazy.
Money, he went nuts.
He went crazy.
It happens. It happens.
He was at the ending of his life, he was doing some contradictory stuff.
That money. Well, all the money do is just show you who you really are on the inside.
100%. It brings out your insecurities. So this is what I'm saying is this, ladies. We already know men are going to be deviants. We already know men are going to move with no responsibility. What about you to combat that? You can't put a value on a man's pockets and put a value on his character, so you won't fall victim to this. That Chinese girl is going to end up a single mom, one of 4. Because of money, not of character. This is why I respect the garbage man. I respect the landscaper who's married, whose wife comes and bring him lunch and got the kids in the back seat. As she passing him the plate, he's looking in the back. Hey, papito, todo bien? Those are the person I'm going to look to become a better husband, not some niggas on YouTube. They're going to teach me how to have sex, raw sex, and maybe some tricks in the bed. But what's that going to get me but a venereal disease? Let me talk to the working man who's married 10, 20 years. And women, you need to look at the women who's married to these men.
No, Fresh is not the victim. No, he made it clear. He know what he did.
No. Fresh is 100% wrong. Funny enough, I like that you say a tape. These guys are egomaniacs with money.
What's I paying about
the Tate brothers? They have kids. They're not married to none of them. When you listen, yo, Ryan, look at this for an example. If you're a gangster or you got money, you're able to objectify whoever because society has put an importance behind this. When society doesn't put an importance behind something, we don't respect those type of things. Just like if it's a guy that's a chomo, we beat them up. You say Tate is married to who?
I think he was married. I don't think Tate's not married.
Yeah, we don't listen. This is another thing, Ryan. Most men who are married will show their wives, regardless if you're famous or not. Denzel walks around with his wife. Most of these men who value their marriage, yeah, he does have kids. But first off, he doesn't shows his kids because he knows the rhetoric he pours out is harmful. People who spill out positive messages do not have an issue. No, Ryan, you listen, Ryan. You know when somebody's married, their wife is on display. Their wife is on display.
No, but Tate got the same type of mentality as Fresh and Fit. But the thing about Tate is he always had money for a very long time. So, but he still staying with the same principle as Fresh and Fit. They both have the same red pill ideology. That's what took him down. But at the same time, you see what happened with him. We're dealing with a lot of trafficking, dealing with it. So that's why I say that one. Somebody said in the comment how money, Mr. G. You see how he said in the comment over there in the Twitch world, he pretty much saying how money is good or bad, but ultimately he pretty much show you who you really are. That's
100%.
pretty much
And
what
it's
it
the
is.
wielder of money. But let's have a conversation. So we want to draw this out. We have lots of multimillionaires and billionaires in this country. Why
Yeah.
they're not doing what Fresh is doing?
You won't hear about it because they do
Yeah,
DNA form. You
NDAs.
already know.
Don't
Not
get me
DNA
wrong,
form,
some of them, but
NDAs.
majority of them don't have outside. They're not slinging raw D like that.
They probably do. You just ain't gonna hear about it. They remember they do things differently. They operate differently. Like Fresh, the way he handled the situation, he should have made sure she signed a form that hey, don't go out there talking. But you know, guys like that, they do stuff for the moment. They're not really paying attention. That was his
And I
downfall.
understand that too. I'm not saying there's not, but I'm just saying, let's say for the majority are not out here slanging raw D.
Yeah, no, they're not. No. And remember, you know how it is to be true because remember they say right now even the birth rate is on the decline. Like a lot of people out here not even having kids, so it kind of show you that people are really protecting themselves, and even
Mhm.
women themselves. A lot of them are. Some of them are doing deletion, some of them are taking pills, and some of them are very careful. Like some do pull-out games. So this generation they very careful and not getting everybody not getting pregnant like that. No, it ain't happening. No. But you already know how Kim got to move along because you know we got a lot of topics to cover. But I just want.